So I'm working on our Financial Hope Workshop and updating some of the content, and I just wanted to share with you one of our most helpful tips, and that is to use cash instead of using credit. You see, there's been research studies done by a number of different companies, Dun& Bradstreet, MIT, Carnegie Mellon, the Journal for Consumer Research, all over the place. This is one of their favorite things to study because it becomes so apparent where the money's going and how much more people tend to spend when they use a credit card over cash. So one of the first things that comes up when you're using a credit card instead of using cash is that most of the time, the more cards you have, the studies show if you have more cards, you'll actually make larger purchases. You make larger purchases the more cards you have. When you purchase with a credit card, you tend to forget more quickly that you even spent money. You don't feel the pain of spending, and so you tend to spend more and more because you forget about the purchases you've already made. They also show that there is a missing part. There's no delayed gratification when you use a credit card. Most of the time when people use a credit card, they're more likely to purchase quickly, to spend money without actually thinking about it. They see something they want and they just swipe their card. When you're using cash, people actually slow down the purchasing process, and even that delayed gratification causes us to enjoy the purchase even more after we already own it. People tend to spend between 12 to 18% more when using a credit card. So just take one category of your budget: groceries, clothes, date night. If you would just switch over to cash in that one category, you would spend 12 to 18% less in that category. And this is why grocery stores always push their store credit card, or department stores always push their store credit card, because they know that you'll spend 12 to 18% more. So they're always willing to give you 1% cash back, or a 5% or a 10% discount on clothes that were already over marked up in the first place. What's interesting is that when you're looking at something that is non-concrete, not a physical object, but like the idea of going to a ball game or an experience, people are willing to pay more with the credit card, but it grows exponentially. It's no longer 12 to 18%, but the studies show that if you're gonna buy like a banner at a game, then the banner, if you had cash, you'd spend $3. If you had a credit card, you'd be willing to spend $5. Just to buy the ticket, the amount goes up by 76% that you'd be willing to spend to buy a ticket to a game. But what if it's a premium game, something like a postseason game or big rivalry? Well, the studies show that you'd actually be willing to spend over 100% more using a credit card over using cash. Again, because with cash, you actually feel the pain. One of the Carnegie Mellon professors said that you feel the pain, that when you use a credit card, it anesthetizes, it removes the pain from the purchase. But when you use cash, you feel that, and it causes you to spend less. So I just want to remind you, these are a few little points that we've added into the Financial Hope Workshop, and I want to remind you that for you personally today, if you'll choose one category of your budget and just begin to spend in cash instead of with a credit card, it'll make a huge improvement in the way that you spend and how you manage well what God has entrusted to you.